Have you ever felt overwhelmed trying to care about everything? Whether it's chasing success, social media likes, or other people's expectations, it's exhausting, right? What if the key to a happier life wasn't caring more, but caring less about the things that don't really matter? In today's video, we're diving into The Subtle Art of Not Giving AFK by Mark Manson, a refreshing guide on how to stop worrying about everything and start focusing on what truly matters. Don't try so hard. Most of us are constantly told to try harder, be better, and achieve more. But Manson's advice? Don't try so hard. This might sound strange, but he argues that always pushing for more leads to feeling inadequate. Instead, accept your flaws and focus on what really matters to you. For example, imagine someone who spends all their time at the gym trying to achieve the perfect body. They follow every new trend, pushing themselves to their limits but still feeling unhappy. Manson would say to stop chasing perfection. Instead, focus on enjoying the process of staying healthy, doing activities you actually love, like hiking or swimming, rather than forcing yourself into a mold. By letting go of the pressure to be perfect, they find more contentment in being their true self. Happiness is a problem. We all chase happiness, thinking it's the ultimate goal. But Manson flips this idea on its head. He says, happiness is not the goal. Solving problems is. Happiness, Manson explains, isn't something that's passively achieved. It's a byproduct of actively engaging with life's challenges. The key to fulfillment is to focus on solving meaningful problems. By choosing to face and solve the right problems, we shift our mindset from one of passive waiting for happiness to one of active engagement with life. Take the example of wanting to be fit. Many people think that being fit will make them happy, but the real satisfaction comes from the process, working out, eating better, and seeing gradual improvements in your health. It's the sense of progress, problem solving, and overcoming challenges that lead to a deeper sense of fulfillment, not the simple achievement of being fit. So, instead of chasing happiness as a goal, focus on finding and solving problems that matter to you. Happiness, in this context, isn't an endpoint. It's the reward you get from embracing challenges and pushing through the discomfort of problem solving. You are not special. We've been told our whole lives that we're special, but here's the harsh truth: you're not special. Manson says that thinking we're exceptional leads to a sense of entitlement. When we believe we're better than others, we expect life to be easy, and we struggle when it's not. When we feel we are unique or above average, it can foster unrealistic expectations. That life should always go our way, that we deserve more simply for being ourselves, and that success should come easily. This mindset leads to entitlement, a lack of resilience, and frustration when reality doesn't meet our inflated expectations. For example, someone might expect a promotion simply because they've been with a company for a while, rather than based on performance. When it doesn't happen, they feel angry or disappointed, not because of any real injustice, but due to unmet expectations. The issue is believing the promotion is deserved by default, without considering if their work truly earned it. Instead of assuming we are special and entitled to easy success, Manson asks us to embrace the idea that we're ordinary and that's okay. By letting go of the need to be exceptional, we can work harder for what matters, appreciate our achievements more, and develop resilience in the face of challenges. The value of suffering. You don't hear this often, but suffering can actually be valuable. We usually think of suffering as something we want to avoid, but Manson says it's not about avoiding it. It's about choosing what kind of suffering is worth it. For example, think about someone starting a business. They know they'll have sleepless nights, financial worries, and maybe even some failures. But because the business is something they really care about, they're willing to go through it. They endure the stress because they know the potential reward is worth the hardship. The satisfaction comes not just from the end goal of success, but from overcoming those tough moments along the way. This shows that it's not about avoiding pain. It's about embracing the right kind of pain, the kind that leads to something meaningful. When you choose your struggle, you take control, and that struggle becomes a stepping stone toward something greater. You are always choosing. Have you ever felt stuck, like there's no way out of a situation, and you're just going through the motions because you don't have any other option? Mark Manson challenges that idea with a simple but powerful message. You are always choosing. It may not always feel that way, but Manson argues that even when we feel trapped, we're still making choices. We might not like the options we have, but we're still in control. This mindset shift is incredibly important because it helps us take back ownership of our lives. Let's break this down with an example. Say you're stuck in a job that you hate. You dread going to work every day and it feels like there's no escape. It's easy to think, I don't have a choice. I have to stay because I need the money. But the truth is, you do have choices. You just might not be looking at them clearly. In this scenario, you might feel like you have no control, but you have several choices. Stay in the job, but look for ways to make it more tolerable, like learning new skills or taking on different responsibilities that you enjoy more. Leave and start looking for a new job, even if that means temporary uncertainty. Reframe your mindset and decide to approach your current job with a different attitude, focusing on the positives, such as job security, benefits, or coworkers you get along with. Each of these is a choice, and while some options may be difficult or scary, the important part is realizing that you're not as stuck as you think. Failure is the way forward. Most of us are taught to fear failure. Whether it's in school, at work, or in our personal lives, we tend to think of failure as something bad, something to avoid at all costs. But Mark Manson flips that thinking on its head. He argues that failure is actually the path to success. The more we fail, the more we learn, and the better we become. Let's take a look at a powerful example. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. It's easy to think of him as someone who always succeeded, but in reality, he missed thousands of shots, lost many games, and failed countless times. In fact, he's famous for saying, "I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Each time he missed a shot or lost a game, he didn't give up. Instead, he learned from those failures and used them to get better. Failure is uncomfortable, but it's a necessary part of growth. The importance of saying no. One of the hardest things for many of us to do is say no. Whether it's to a friend, a family member, or a work opportunity, we often feel guilty or afraid of letting people down. But Mark Manson stresses that saying no is actually crucial to living a meaningful life. Why? Because we can't do it all. We can't care about everything, and we can't say yes to everything. If we try, we'll end up overwhelmed, stressed out, and disconnected from the things that really matter to us. Instead, Manson suggests that we need to get comfortable saying no to the things that don't align with our values. Let's say you've committed to exercising every morning, but a friend invites you to a late-night movie. You know staying out late means skipping your workout. By saying no, you're prioritizing your health and sticking to your fitness goals, even if it means missing a fun night out. And then you die. Finally, Manson confronts a reality we all have to face. One day, you're going to die. This may sound harsh, but it's a powerful reminder to live life fully. Acknowledging our mortality helps us focus on what truly matters. When we accept that our time is limited, we're inspired to live authentically without worrying about trivial things. Conclusion. So what's the takeaway? Life is short, and we need to focus on what truly matters. Whether it's embracing failure, saying no to distractions, or acknowledging our mortality, the key is to live authentically. Mark Manson's message in The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F**k is simple. Don't waste your energy on things that don't align with your values. Instead, choose your struggles wisely, face life's challenges head-on, and make sure you're spending your time on what really counts. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Leave a comment below sharing how you plan to focus on what truly matters to you. And remember, don't forget to say no to what doesn't serve you. Thanks for watching.